Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video for my second trimester of pregnancy. So I made one of these for my first trimester, so if you haven't watched that, I'll link it down below, but I am starting off today with breakfast. I normally come to the kitchen around 6:45 a.m. and of course gotta fill up my water. I am always drinking water throughout the day. I love this tumbler. It's I believe by the brand Tervis. I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys. And now it's time for coffee. So something that's different from my first video I did on my first trimester of What I Eat in a Day is I now can drink coffee again. So I'm making this breakfast blend organic coffee. This is this light roast. This is from Costco. So they're the little K cups. And yeah, so my taste for coffee has come back. It's no longer an aversion for me. So yeah, I'm going and putting that in my little Keurig mini, just pouring some water in there. These glass mugs are from the Dollar Tree, which I'm obsessed with because I think they look so cute. And I love seeing my coffee in it every day. Also, this is the little Nespresso frother. So I'm not drinking espresso right now, just like 1 cup of light roast coffee. And then I'm just putting this So Delicious dairy-free organic coconut milk creamer in there, and it froths it up so well. So yeah, I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day in case you're wondering, because you definitely need to watch the amount of caffeine that you intake when you are pregnant. And 1 cup is perfect for me, and it just makes my mornings so much more enjoyable now that I like the taste again. So you can see here, I am just adding in the creamer and gonna go ahead and froth that up. And you can do a warm or a cold froth, but since I'm making hot coffee, I'm doing the warm setting. So yeah, I'm going and getting that all together. Now my frothing is all done. You can see what it looks like, nice and thick, and I go ahead and pour that in, and I just love how it adds so much flavor, but you can see it also looks so cute and bougie in these glass mugs. I love it. So I'm just mixing that all together, and I'm going to set that aside because I don't like to drink it when it's piping hot, and I'm going to start working on my breakfast. So now moving over to my stove, I'm starting by making my oatmeal. So I'm grabbing some organic rolled old-fashioned oats and gonna make actually some for my husband and myself this morning. So I don't make it always for my husband, but sometimes I do, a few times a week. So essentially I make myself 1/2 cup of oats, and I think I did like 3/4 for my husband this morning. So normally I'll do 1/2 cup of oats with 1/2 cup of this organic oat milk from Costco, and then 1/2 cup of water, so in case you're wanting that ratio. So I'm adding all those ingredients in here. And then I just put the burner on high and am adding in that water. Now I'm adding some pure vanilla extract, and you can just do this to taste. I like a good amount, and then a little bit of some sea salt, and then some organic ground cinnamon. This is like a giant container from Costco, but we use quite a bit. So I'm adding that in there, and then you add just a tiny bit of some organic maple syrup. So this oatmeal that I make is a maple brown sugar cinnamon type of oatmeal, so that's how I do it. So I don't normally add that amount for just me, but again, this one's for me and my husband. So I'm going to go ahead and stir that all together. I have the stove on high heat, and I'm going to wait for it to boil. And once it starts to boil, I'm going to simmer like on a low boil for about 5 minutes or so until it gets a little thick. So you can see that's what it's looking like on the slow boil. And this is what it looks like after about 5 minutes. You can see definitely got a little bit more thick. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off, let that sit for a second. I do like to add organic blueberries on top of mine, so I was just showing you those. I already rinsed them off, that's why they're in the paper towel. This is the consistency of the oatmeal, so I just got our bowls here and poured it out. It definitely is really hot, but I let it sit in the bowl after I put all the toppings in there for a few minutes, and then it is good to go. It also thickens up a little bit as it cools off, in case you're wondering, which is exactly how I like it. So that's what it looks like there. Now I'm going to take my organic brown sugar. I just keep it in this little container, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on top. So again, for the sweetener, all I did was just a little bit of maple syrup in the pot, and then to top it off with this organic brown sugar. So not too much. You can see I just sprinkle it lightly on there, and it just adds the perfect amount of sweetness and flavor. And guys, I can't tell you how much I love this in the morning. Oats also has some great benefits, as well as walnuts. So these are some organic walnuts, and I'm just sprinkling them on top. They're like a good source of omegas, which is great for pregnancy as well, a healthy fat. And then of course, blueberries have great antioxidants and nutrients as well. So I like to do fresh because I really think that it elevates it compared to like frozen blueberries. So just getting that all on top there. And after that, then it is all good to go, and I'm giving my husband his oatmeal, and this is what mine looks like. Guys, so good. You have to try this. And then I like to top my coffee off with some coconut whipped topping, or whipped cream, if you will. And it is so good. So the coconut creamer with this coconut whipped cream is so good. This one's from Aldi. You can also get other brands from like Target, but this is what it looks like, and this is my little treat every morning, and it makes me so happy. So now I moved into my office, and this is where I bring my oatmeal because I sign on at around 7 a.m. every day, so that takes me a little under 15 minutes. So now I'm going and sipping my coffee and eating my oatmeal as I start my day off working from home. So next meal is my morning snack, and that's around 10:30 a.m. I start off by filling up my tumbler again with more water. Staying hydrated is so important in general, but especially in pregnancy. I'm back to my stove, and I am putting the organic tortilla, I get them from Costco, on my little griddle. This is a veggie sausage patty. And I'm going to be making a little breakfast taco, in case you're wondering. So now I'm getting my little pan here, spraying it with some organic canola oil. This is some organic baby spinach. I don't always put spinach in here, but we had it this week, so I went ahead and put that in the pan. So I'm going to saute that up really quickly. The sausage patty was done, so I'm getting that out of the microwave. And then I'm just taking a couple of organic eggs from Costco and going to go ahead and put that in with the spinach, since you can see the spinach is all wilted down well. And so this is a great meal. I love it. It's something I've had like every single day. I had something similar my first trimester, except I basically did this on a bagel. But yeah, now I do a little taco. And these organic tortillas, like I said, they're so good. Very few ingredients. And I love that they're fresh. So I added the 2 eggs, put some fresh cracked black pepper and some sea salt, and going to scramble that all up. Now I'm flipping my tortilla over. You can see how it gets all puffed up and a little golden, and they are so much better than just prepackaged tortillas. I love them. Now I'm grabbing that sausage patty that cooled off, and I'm breaking it apart and adding that in with the eggs. And again, just another good source of protein here because I got the eggs and the veggie sausage. So mixing that in together even more. And my tortilla is just about ready, so I turned that off, and you can see what it looks like. So good. I put it on my plate, and now it's time to put the scrambled concoction in the tortilla. I top it off with a little bit of this triple cheddar cheese, good source of calcium for baby, and then I add a little bit of some avocado as well, which is also really good to have. And also, I just love avocado, guys. So adding in, you can see just a tiny bit amount here. I'm topping it off with a little bit more cracked black pepper and sea salt just to put on top of that avocado. I'm also taking my first round of prenatals. This is my Garden of Life Organic Daily Prenatal, and then my prenatal DHA. So I take 2 of those. So I take all those 3 together real quick, and time to eat. So I like to add a little bit of hot sauce or salsa on top. So this is just a random organic salsa. I think this is from Aldi. Go ahead and add that on there, and now it's time to enjoy. Oh my gosh, just watching this back, I want another one right now. But yeah, so I'm on my break right now from work, so I'm eating this pretty quickly before I have to go back. But oh my gosh, guys, so delicious. I look forward to this, like I said, every day. And before you know it, it is now lunchtime. Back in here, filling up my water per usual. I'm looking like a hot mess. You can see my hair is just looking real fun because I took a shower the night before. So I'm taking these organic Chipotle black bean burgers from Costco. They are so delicious. I'm not really vegan or vegetarian, but we do eat a lot of like plant-based stuff, just FYI. Just to get a lot of plant protein in, I think is really important. I'm cutting up some organic romaine lettuce, adding that to a bowl. I have this little organic baby arugula and spinach mix that I'm adding some handfuls in there as well. I also have some coleslaw, so just basically some shredded cabbage and carrots, and basically just adding a bit of texture in there. I like to make a salad for lunch almost every single day. I would say right now it's about 3 to 4 times during the week. It's my lunch, and I like to switch up the salads every day. So really just throwing in whatever I feel like for the day. So sometimes I have tuna salad, which you saw in my first trimester. Today I'm having this black bean veggie patty. Other days maybe I'll have a little bit of like some chicken. So it just depends. I always like to have a protein in there, some different veggies. And this is a green goddess dressing that's really good. Sometimes I'll do ranch. Sometimes I'll do honey mustard. Just switch it up. So I'm also adding with the veggie patty and tomatoes some cut up organic orange bell pepper. That just sounded good to me that day, and we had it. Of course, gonna add some more cracked black pepper, mixing that all together. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab that veggie patty, toss that in as well. These things are so good. They have like black beans and corn and some other veggies in there, and they taste good by themselves, but they're especially good in salads. So for a crouton, I'm using these organic Harvest Snap green pea snack crisps that are just lightly salted. They add a nice little crunch to the salad without, just being straight up bread croutons. I cleaned off the countertop. Normally I'll have like a whole apple, but I had this unsweetened applesauce. It's non-GMO from Aldi. It was a big container. I used it for like a carrot cake that I made for family recently, and I just had to use it up. So like I said, normally I opt for a whole organic apple, but I got to use this up. So it was still really good. And this is what the finished salad looks like. It was absolutely delicious. I also take my organic prenatal probiotic as well with this meal, and I finished my lunch break because I took my dog on a walk, so I just brought that into the office, finished it. It was so good, and I wanted something else, so I grabbed an organic banana to fill me up, and it was so yummy. And now it's time for our afternoon snack. It is around 3:30. I just got off of work, so I have some time. I'm going to go ahead and make a little snack platter. This is a car orange, which are one of my favorite fruits. They're so good. I'm also taking a kiwi and getting that all sliced up into the plate. I have to be careful with citrus with my heartburn, but today I felt good. I also grabbed this organic hard-boiled egg. These are from Costco, and they're so convenient to already have made. So I just cut that in half and added a little bit of the Everything But the Bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. And again, adding in some more protein. And this is what the little platter looked like. And it was So yummy. So I went ahead and brought that over to my table and enjoyed my little snack. And happy that work is over for the day. And sometimes before dinner, I like to have one of these Zevias. The cream soda flavor is my absolute favorite. It like satisfies like a sweet tooth and is so refreshing. So I had one of those, and then I also took my calcium citrate. I just take one of these just to help with my calcium intake for pregnancy since I don't eat a ton of dairy. And then it's dinner time. Around 6 p.m., I'm having this gnocchi. It's a spinach gnocchi, so that's why it's green. And I have some roasted veggies in there, so like some zucchini, some yellow squash, some corn, and some cherry tomatoes and onions. And it has a little sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. And the sauce is like a butter basil sauce, and it's so good. So that's what I'm having for dinner. We normally will meal prep on Mondays and Tuesdays, and we have that for our dinners for the week. Now I was craving something a little sweet later that night, so I had some of these Smart Sweets. They're in like the Sour Patch watermelon type, and they're mostly sweetened with stevia, which is, again, a lot better for you than normal candy. So I just had a few of those, and then before I went to bed, I made some of this calm drink. This is the raspberry lemon flavor. I don't drink this enough, but it's a great magnesium supplement. It has a lot of great benefits, so definitely look that up. But that was the end of my What I Eat in a Day, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm just finishing my night off by reading What to Expect, but thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!